Hi, everybody. Welcome to the IFTF Grants Program presentation. I'm JD Calvelli. I was the conference co-chair this year, but when I'm not doing conference co-chair things, I'm also helping out with the grants program for IFTF. So the Grants Admin Committee has had a micro grant program through IFTF since 2023, and we have applications that open in the fall. They close in October. It's a little bit of a quick turnaround, and then money is dispersed in the new year to the selected projects. We've had 6 amazing grant advisors in the past evaluate the applications independently and let IFTF know which projects that we are going to fund. Year over year, we've had a $3,000 budget with a $1,000 max per project. And projects obviously hopefully align with our mission, but more specifically, we don't fund games, we don't fund career development, but we want to fund events, we want to fund spreading the word, we want to fund new cool open source tech, things that can be used, sort of to support the IFTF mission and the interactive fiction community writ large. So the current standing committee is Hugo LeBrand, who's the chair, Aaron Reed, myself, who's the newest member. They put me on this because of that, and I'm joking. Brett Whitty, and the advisors in the past for the past 2 cycles were Glenn Baccaris, Kate Compton, M. Laser Walker, Johanna Leonin, Colin Post, and Caitlin Tremblay. So thank you to them. It is based on 2 data points that have been an overwhelming success over the past 2 times that we've run it. Insofar as year over year, we've had a growth in number of applications and overall an amount of money requested. What kind of projects generally do we fund? Well, let's just look at them. 2023, we funded a project called Learning from the Best of Text. Brian Rushton, he started a history of the Anglophone IF scene from 95 onwards with analysis on notable works. The grant allowed him to dedicate more time to the project, carry to the finish line, and the outcome, which is something that we obviously care about and like to report on, was a 300-page free book available on his GitHub, Insights for Game Developers, which just recently released. So grab a picture if you want to check it out, but we'll send slides around as well. Sort of in a different vein, another project was teaching Indonesian authors about IF. So the first project, again, representative of helping give back to the community, and this project more representative of events and things of that nature. So Felicity Banks from Australia had ties to Indonesia and speaks Bahasa Indonesian, and through the micro grant was funded to be able to run a writing festival in Southeast Asia and connect with authors, all that sort of good stuff. We had 7 workshops, 18 authors, a WhatsApp group, and a friendly competition that was managed by Felicity. A third project in 2023 was Writing with Inform audiobook. So Ryan Veeder, Inform 7 author, co-host of the Clash of the Type-Ins podcast. But specifically, this was recording documentation in audio format for the purpose of letting vision-impaired users of IF come to understand what we do. Again, another example, iOS test device for Parchment. Danny Willis, maintainer of Parchment, which is a popular browser-based interactive fiction interpreter, and through the grant program was awarded the finances to be able to get a refurbished iOS device to be able to work on Parchment and using Parchment on iOS devices, testing frauds and Infocom games and so on and so forth. What happened in 2024? So these grants are all in process. But we have things like critical essays, we have no-code platforms for ink usage, we have workshops, and we have Attributes, which is an ink-based IF engine. Again, super cool stuff. So again, more of the same sort of like what we'd like to fund are projects that help form the community, that help individual writers, that help sort of the community writ large through tech or events or otherwise. And our program, of course, needs you. We hope, please support the grant program. Donate to IFTF, to us, if you'd like to help this, spread the word. If you're interested in becoming an advisor for these grants, we'd like to do a cycle where we can sort of bring people in and out, not to tax our current, grant committee members too much or advisors too much. So talk to us and, consider applying for the next project, which the 3rd cycle of applications should open relatively soon in the fall. So yeah, take a look out for that. And this one's short and sweet, so thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions about it, feel free to find me. Feel free to ping Hugo on the chat. Feel free to reach out to any of the names that we showed before, and we're happy to help. Or of course, email us at grants at the iftechfoundation.org. So that's that. Thank you, guys. Happy to take any questions if you have them now, but also happy to give your time back as well. Yeah.
You received any applications for something that would be like analogous to like a game jam, where over the course of perhaps like the money goes towards either prize or venue, or like getting the word out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we've done anything specifically like that in the past, but it does sound in line with the kind of things that we would want to see in a grant application. Again, like the thing we're mostly trying to avoid is people that want a specific game funded, right? There's avenues kind of for that already. And we want this, this grant program to exist to support sort of community events. And I think a game jam fits very well with what we would like to see. Whether that's ultimately what would get accepted or not, of course, I don't know. But I think it is absolutely something that we would love to see in an application. Yeah. Other questions? Yeah.
You guys are good right now with the amounts and accounts in terms of the grants?
Yes, I think we are in the process of getting reapproved so that our funding is back online in the fall. But yes, last I heard, we're all good for this coming year. Of course, it always helps.
In
Yeah.
terms of the amount that people are looking for, that's the
That's the rate that.
That's the
Yeah, that's the target. So yeah, it seems like in general the applications have all come in that range and have been successfully funded and such. Yeah.
Are y'all considering other like institutional sponsors to either increase the numbers of who can be funded or the cost on IFTF?
I think that's not a plant question, but I appreciate it. No, that's, of course, we'd love additional, support. We'd love to grow the program. It sort of began, if memory serves, as kind of an outgrowth of funding that we had left over after successful NarraScopes in the past. And Zark can probably speak more to this as well. And we wanted to make sure that, we could use this in a productive way. So anyone that would like to work directly with the grants committee to sort of grow this into an even more sustainable, process, we would be super down for. Yeah, Zark.
Talk about that a little bit. You're right that when we started, it was because we had extra money. There was money in the IFTF account, and it's like people were giving us like $1,000 to spend on IF. Why aren't we doing that? And the grants program got started right at the same time as we got that to like NarraScopes, which suddenly solved our problem of excess cash. So we haven't, due to the irregular nature of fundraising and sometimes whether the director protect out of the blue, we have not done specific fundraising for the grants program. I strongly suspect, speaking as former treasurer, that we will need to do fundraising for the grants program in the future. But I don't think anyone's talked about it.
Yeah.
Especially because the kinds of sources are gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice that it's existed, and we hope to continue to have it exist. But thanks for that, caller, Zarf. That's helpful. Yeah. Other questions? Yeah.
The scope of your operations. I saw one project in the UK, I think. Are you looking to expand these to other countries as well, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, we had international projects in the past. We supported projects in the UK. We supported the projects, in Southeast Asia and Indonesia. Right. So we're not tied by borders in any way, shape, or form. So it's really just based on the strength of the application that we look for. I think in general, we're happy to support, anyone with a good idea anywhere. I think that's kind of, IFTF in general. So, but yeah, we're definitely, working or looking to improve our footprint internationally as well. Good question. I don't know if there are any online questions. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't checked. Cool. Any other questions? Yeah.
You thought how you can bring some of the results of the grant work back into NarraScope?
Yeah. That would be, honestly, we haven't had a conversation about that, but that is a good idea. That would be really cool to sort of rope that in a little bit more. I may be well positioned to do that next year, so it's a good idea. It would be nice to do.
I should cut in and say that this stuff was actually supposed to be done.
Yeah.
So I put some switches like Hugo couldn't be here.
Oh, okay.
And if there was a time to organize that, it's because the people who were recipients weren't able to come. But that is
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question from online, what's the timeline for the 2025 plans?
So I think early fall, we're going to put the grants back or the applications up, and the turnaround is relatively quick. I think it has been in the past, but again, we're in the process of sort of formalizing all that right now. So, stay posted on the Discord and the IFTF pages and such, and more, comprehensive deadlines will come. But yeah, good question. Coming in the fall very soon. Let me sleep a couple days after NarraScope and then ask me again. Is basically my answer to that. Other questions, comments? Great. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your time. Thank you online for tuning in and for letting me jump in and not be behind a wall for today and talk to some people. So that's cool. If you see me around, say hi. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the conference.